how can we reframe seasons of being alone so they don't feel like rejection, you know, but an opportunity? 'Cause you mentioned something how we can flip it. So how we can make this feel like an opportunity?
Absolutely. So this is really great. Honestly, you can, I don't know if you ever heard of, you can take lemons and make it into lemonade.
I
You
do it
can
all the time.
turn, you feel it. And we both love lemonade. I like it
Indeed.
too. Yes, yes. You can always spin it, make it into something delightful, like put some berries into it. You know what I mean? Make it something that's going to be beneficial to the palate, right? Also one thing about it is I like to do just being a coach. A lot of us, coaches and other people, we can take our pains into purpose. What was meant for evil, you can turn it into good. The word of God tells about that. We could always spin it into a positive state of mind. So something that was, maybe a tragic wound, maybe the absence of somebody leaving early or whatever, it could be somebody passing away, or it could be something happening that you really didn't want to happen, but it happened. Well, you can spin it, I'm a journaler. I love journaling. Honestly, it's the power of journaling, family. If you have not been writing, you can actually write and write, into anything. You can begin to write the process of something that you came, and begin to put it into pen and paper and create a book out of it. Create a book out of something that was displeasing, but you healed from it. So you can begin to manuscript what you heal from and make it into a document. You can begin to do something, or you can begin to speak about it. You begin to speak about the testimony that you have. You can always spin it into a positive. That way you can continue to heal from that. And then somebody else, you can answer that. That could be the answer to somebody else's prayers by you spinning a tragic state that you were in into a positive state. Someone else want to do the very same thing for themselves. That's how you're able to spin it into a positive state. So you can take a wound that's not a wound anymore. It is a testimony. So because you began to change it into a positive state of mind. So therefore you're not still at that old state that you were at. You begin to heal from it. And let's just talk about forgiveness.